AskReddit buys blackies. At what moment did you realize you were now an adult? When something serious happened and younger people automatically looked at me to do something. It was a really weird situation because I didn't know what to do. Then I saw them look at me with like fear, and something in their eyes flipped a switch in me and I suddenly knew what to do, or at least suddenly had the confidence to believe I knew what to do. My brain body just started working before I had time to question if it was the right thing to do. This was it for me. When my younger colleagues started asking me for advice at work, and I knew how to fix the problem, was when I realized I had become the adult supervision. Edit. Grammar bad. When my mom died. Same. I was 29 and lived a carefree privileged life. I don't mean in the financial way. From the day I was born there was never a time I faced a fight alone. Almost her fault. At times she should have let me go it alone. I had a very rude awakening and had to grow up so fast. I went from brat to caregiver for a family falling down around me 11 years later. It's been one bloody battle after the other. That moment when sleeping less than 5 hours had actual impact in the next day. That's weird. It's always been the opposite for me. I needed 8 to 10 hours of sleep until I was 25. As I got older I gained the ability to make do with 4 to 6 hours of sleep. It's been a progression. When I graduated college, moved to a new state for grad school, bought a car and started pulling in a regular income was when I felt more independent from my mom. But I still felt like a girl in many ways. When I bought a house with my husband I really felt like an adult, and one of my friends told me I was adulting hard lol. Now again I feel like a real adult after having my daughter. I sometimes look at her and remember when my self-concept was that I was the child. Part of me still feels surprised I am no longer that child and I am the adult now. When teenagers started calling me sir. When I had to manage my own finances. Not convinced I am. My 6-year-old doesn't believe it refers to me as a tall old kid. I'm pretty sure everyone is pretending, and some have just pretended too hard and forgot they were pretending. When my dad died. Me too. At a family picnic and some little kids were doing something a bit dangerous and I thought an adult needs to address that. It was me. I was the adult. When I saw the trash can was full and emptied it instead of stacking my trash on top. When I go out to eat with my father the server asks if we want separate checks. I am still waiting. Same 37. I was about 25, just left my friends at some restaurant, and I looked across the street at a storefront with no windows, just a door and wood paneling with a sign. Realized it was a strip club. Then I realized that hey, I'm an adult, there's literally nothing stopping me from going in there. I didn't, but it was a weird way to realize that I was a free adult, able to do literally anything I wanted and could afford. My father told me I had 5 days to pack my shit and get out. That's when I knew. Military basic training. After reading Reddit for a couple of days. Every noise irritates me. Banging the door, dragging the chair, putting your phone TV volume high. My body hurts in weird places. I have no energy for things I had before, like arguments or getting into fights or trying to prove a point. I dress for comfort, not cause it's trendy. I am no longer the loud and wild girl at parties and events. Instead I enjoy people watching and listening to people more. I eat and chew my food, used to just swallow it. I prefer a night in or a lounge than a loud party and clubs. I take better care of my health and Google all ingredients behind cans, bottles etc. I do not trust people easily. I take my time. I have only one friend who I trust and is my ride or die. Cut of toxic people from my life. This includes family. At work, My experience is over 15 years, so yes, I qualify for mid-management roles. If I get injured, it takes longer to heal. The list is endless. There have been ups and downs in the process, but it's really rewarding because I feel people respect me more than that crazy 21-year-old girl. The other day I ironed my curtains. I don't know if 8-year-old me would be proud or disappointed. I told some teenagers to stop horsing around on the train, lol. When I could shit without somebody entering the bathroom. When a professor started flirting with me and I realized there was nothing to protect me from that anymore. I am sorry that this happened to you. I am also angry that the institution allowed this to happen to you. Sexual harassment law in my country absolutely forbids people in a position of authority flirting with students of any age. A point my employer makes to me every year in a compulsory training course. Just so there is no misunderstanding, there is also an entire chapter in the employment policy. I'll let you know. When I got super excited about being gifted home appliances. 4x, my coffee pot. When I no longer had to lie about my age when accessing adult websites. When I woke up on my 18th birthday.